Hello, everyone. So this is my first time doing a live. Happy Easter. I am about to make some lemon pepper wings. I got some chicken wings here, and I'm going to do lemon pepper wings. So just something quick because I'm really not in the mood for a big heavy meal today. So I'm just making something quick. So I saw um, Jordan Woods make some the other day, and she inspired me to make some lemon pepper wings. So I don't see anyone here yet, but I'm gonna just keep doing my thing until people start to come in. So I bought some organic chicken wings. Supposed to be it's no all natural chicken, no antibiotics ever. And oh, I bought whole wings. I like to buy wingettes, but I bought whole wings, so I'm gonna have to cut these off. Cut them up and cut the little tip off because I don't eat that part. So, yeah. Well, I can't. I'm just gonna cook. But just keep cooking. So I wash my chicken because we're doing lemon pepper chicken. I'm gonna wash it with lemon, but sometimes I wash them with vinegar or both. But today we're gonna wash with lemon and a little bit of cold water. So I just got a sharp knife and I'm cutting my chicken up, and I'm saving these little pieces to go in the trash. So I'm not gonna eat that. I'm gonna cut the fat off, the extra skin. I'm not really gonna eat. It's just gonna be greasy. Make the chicken too oily. Um, I don't really eat lemon pepper chicken that often, but I do like it. It's okay. My favorite is barbecue, but I guess I'm getting tired of barbecue. But one day I guess I'll make jerk barbecue wings on my live, or just record it and put it on my channel, because that is really my specialty. This lemon pepper thing is like, it's not my specialty, but I added a little twist to Jordan's recipe, and I like it. So I decided to do it quickly online. So again, get your sharp knife. You should cut on a table. That's why I have the cutting board in front of me. But I have you guys elevated because I'm tall and I don't have anyone to operate my camera. So I have to keep it high enough so that you can see me, and then I guess I'll just lift my food so you can see what I'm doing. So pretty much I'm just cutting up the chicken. It's not much chicken. This will probably last for like 2 days. I'm not a big fan of leftovers. I like something fresh every day. So cutting this up. I hope you can hear me well. I'm listening to I am Chris Dubs on Twitch. I listen to a lot of live streams on Twitch. Um, Kevin Crown, Team Shellings. I think he's Kevin Crown Music. Yeah, watch. I listen to Kevin Crown's morning show every day from 9 to 12 on Twitch. And I watch Team Shellings. He's in London, but he plays pretty often on Twitch. And right now it's Shellings and Chill. So hold on a second. I got a phone call coming in. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands before I touch my phone. Or at least rinse them off. I missed the call. Took too much time. But anyway, I'm finished with my wings. Finished cutting them up. Oh no, I don't want that in my sink. Put that in the trash. I'll throw this away. Okay. So now I have half of a lemon here from making some tea. I'm just pulling out the seeds. And I'm just going to squeeze the lemon juice directly on the wings. All of it, squeeze out as much juice as I can. If you had a, can you see the chicken? Hey, sir. If you have a juicer, it would be easier. But I don't have a lemon juicer, so I'm squeezing the juice out of the lemon myself. How you doing? You're the first one in my party, on my live, I should say. This is my first time on live. I was just talking to myself, saying I'm making lemon pepper wings. Happy Easter. I'm not in the mood for nothing really heavy and a super big meal. My son wants tacos, beef burritos, and I want lemon pepper wings. So I'm going to start the wings, season them up, and then while they're in the oven, I'll just whip up the beef burritos for him. No rice or anything like that. Just tacos. Thanks. Oh, Francine. You watch it. I'm thinking it's Asian for real. It's Francine, our producer. Give me all the tips. So we're still washing. So this is a whole lemon and a half. I should have rolled this lemon to make it a little juicier. I like to roll it on a hard surface, but I'm gonna try to use both fingers, get as much juice as I can out. And if I'm not satisfied, I'll use some aged white wine or some vinegar. But because this is lemon pepper chicken, I think I'm just going to use the 2 lemons and some water. Let's get this cutting board out of here because we don't need this again. Okay. In my kitchen, I tried to pull out everything that I'll need, and I'm sure there's more things that I'm going to need to use that I don't have out. Oh, hi, Asa. It is you. Hi, darling. Happy Easter. Thank you so much for watching. How a small crowd, but it's okay. We'll get more and more people. So I just added some cold water to the lemon and chicken mixture. I'm going to let it soak for a second or two. Kind of just let it like get the rawness off a little bit. And we're going to rinse this a couple of times. But because I like absolutely nothing in my sink when I'm washing meat, I'm going to just wash this chopping board really quickly and get it out of the sink. So my sink is totally empty when the raw meat, well, as I'm washing the raw chicken. I don't want anybody to get sick. I don't want to be sick. So I'm just washing, making sure everything is empty. Okay. So we're going to rinse this with cold water. I'm going to add a little bit more cold water, then kind of like swish it around. You know how to clean meat. Just see that water is really cloudy. The lemon is kind of cutting all the gook off of the chicken. There's no feathers or anything. I think I spotted like 2 feathers and I just plucked them off with my knife. But you can always burn them off if you have a flame. But I have a electric stove. Yes, gotta wash the chicken. Some people don't wash the chicken and they say it tastes better when you don't, but I have to wash my chicken. So I keep rinsing it and just inspecting it, making sure there's none that don't look funny or, something that you wouldn't want to eat, just get rid of those. But all these little wingettes look pretty, so I am going to keep everything that's in the bowl. You're just washing and rinsing it off with some cold water. And my next step would be, some people pat dry it. I just try to rinse it out and dry it as much as I possibly can. And then I stab it. I stab it up a whole lot with a fork. So I kind of get, right now I'm just trying to, this is my pat dry in the air. I'm trying to get all the excess water off, all the lemon, make sure there's no seeds, anything like that. So my next step would be to, let me elevate the chicken. See, so it's now washed. I rinsed it off like 3 times. You can wash it again with vinegar if you want to, but it looks okay to me. There's nothing gross on it. So you can get a big fork, like this one, like a cooking fork. Or normally I use a smaller fork, but just to demonstrate what exactly it is I'm doing, I kind of just stab the meat. This way, when I season it, this is what I'm doing, just stabbing it. So as I season the meat, some of the spices will go down in the little holes that I made with the fork. So this is my next step, stab the meat. You can use a knife too, or a smaller fork would add more holes, because as you can see, this just has 2 prongs. So I'm just making 2 holes at a time as I stab it. Yeah, stab the meat. Just stab it up. I think this is a Jamaican thing. I don't know if everyone does this, but that's what I do to help add a little bit more flavor. So how is your Easter Sunday going, Asia? It's cool. And Francine, you cooling out? I just keep stabbing. I do a lot of stabs because I want the flavor to soak in. And especially since I'm not really gonna marinate it for that long, I'm literally gonna season this chicken, pop it in the oven. I'm not gonna let it sit for 30 minutes or an hour, anything like that. Oh my gosh, it's 13 minutes already. This is gonna take a long time. So I have Mrs. Dash lemon pepper seasoning. Can you see it? Yeah, I'm going to use a lot of this because this is our main flavor, and I normally use the main flavor first. So I'm going to use a lot of, I don't know how much. I just sprinkle. Oh yeah, saltfish fritters. Ooh, nice. Nice. A nice Jamaican breakfast. Or Caribbean breakfast, I should say. Because not only Jamaicans eat that. So I sprinkle until I cover there's a thin layer across the bit by bit. So now I'm gonna add black pepper, lemon pepper, but I'm just gonna add some freshly cracked black pepper. I'm not a salt fanatic, but because Mrs. Dash has absolutely no salt, I'm going to add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. So just a little. Okay. This is very coarse, so a little bit goes a long way. And for color, because I don't want my lemon pepper chicken to be too light, I'm going to add some paprika. Well, a good amount of paprika. So that this way, when it's in the oven, I need to turn my oven on. I'm going to turn the oven on to 400 so we can speed up the process. But normally I would cook it at like 350. But you're gonna be here forever waiting if I bake it at 350. I want a little bit more paprika, so I'll open up the larger side. What else? I have a lot of spices. Let's do mm, this has to go. This, I don't know if everyone will have all of these spices, but to keep it fair, I'm going to use basic stuff. I'm stepping on my own gel mats. Okay, now add a little bit of cayenne. You got to have cayenne. And it gives it more color too. It adds more color. That's my little bit. When there's a sprinkle across the top. This is the no salt Creole seasoning. Oh, I would use McCormick's if I had that, but I don't have any. What is it called? No, Lawry's seasoning salts. The low sodium one. I don't have that. It's hard to find and I ran out, so I can't add that. But this one does not have salt, so I can add a generous amount. But the other one in the yellow can or the red can, its main ingredient is salt, and I'm not a fan of salty food. I like sweet stuff, so I look for the no salt Cajun seasoning. And I'm going to do some onion powder. Oh, I got to do garlic powder. Let's do some onion powder. And I have some poultry seasoning here. This has thyme, sage, rosemary, nutmeg, and black pepper. Black pepper is the last ingredient, so that's the least. I'm going to add a little bit of this. That should help give it some color as well, too. And what is it that I did not add? Garlic. Let's see. Excuse my, I don't know, I like to cook with, you don't have to add all these ingredients too, but here we go. So much spices. I need a larger kitchen. I like to cook with turmeric and ginger, just a little bit of ground ginger. I love sweets, Asia. I love sweets. I am a sweet person. I'm not a salty fan at all. So just a little bit of ground ginger, right? And my turmeric is almost done. This will give it color as well. Some turmeric. Not much. We don't want to kill the flavor, but just a little bit of turmeric. And I'm going to put a lot of garlic, and I think that's it right now. No, I'm going to put some red pepper flakes. I like a little pink. So I'm going to put some, I think Jordan wants to put red pepper flakes in hers too. It's my garlic powder. And now, let us find, I have some crushed red pepper. I'm going to use just a little bit of this. I don't like too much heat, but just the top. So now, this is what our seasoned wings looks like. And normally I would get my hands in here, get some gloves on and get my hands in there, but I'm not going to do that today because sometimes I do use a spoon. I'm going to get a little serving spoon and I'm going to stir this thing up and get the seasoning all over the chicken. So each wing has spices on it. So we'll have flavor. See, so this is pretty quick. Like you can have people on the way to your house or about to watch a game or a movie or something and just whip this up, pop it in the oven, and in no time, you'll have dinner. So my wings are, let me see. They're getting there. They're super seasoned. each piece has seasoning on it. You don't have to get your hands dirty. And you could always wear gloves and like massage it and, you know, rub the spices on. But I think using a big spoon will get the job done just the same way. So I lie. It does taste a little better to me when you massage it with your hands, but I don't feel like getting the spices all over my nails and stuff. If I had gloves, I will put the gloves on. Thank you, Asia. Try to make it flavorful. It's my own little twist. She added, Jordan Woods added baking soda to hers to get that natural crisp, but I'm not gonna add anything to mine. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to make the skin sort of crisp up while it's in the oven. And on the high temperature, that 400, it'll definitely get crispy in there with a little bit of butter. But one secret to what was I gonna say? One good secret to making your wings crispy is cooking it on the baking tray, like the rack. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So this is what the chicken looks like. Let me just show you the whole bowl. So that to me is seasoned up enough for now. I would add a little more, but I think we did enough. We got lemon pepper, cayenne, onion, garlic, this Tony guy, I don't know his name. I can't say his name, but he's a Louisiana spice. Did I add regular Mrs. Dash? I don't think I did, but it's okay. We did do the lemon pepper Mrs. Dash, a little bit of red pepper, and some poultry seasoning. So now what we're gonna do is get our secret ingredient to making it crispy. I rinse everything. I don't know. I just gotta rinse. Clean. I know I washed it, but just gotta rinse everything. No dust or anything. This is the secret ingredient to make it crispy. So I'm gonna add this to a baking tray. I think the air circulates around the entire wing, making it crisp up really nicely. What is this? This is by Chicago Metallic. I bought this in Home Goods, but you could get, I got this in Home Goods, but you could get this on Amazon. I'll look on Amazon and see, but I'm sure Amazon probably does sell this. So what I'm gonna do now is get a tong, get my tongs. Again, I rinse everything. So we're gonna put, no. I don't want it to stick, so I am going to, I have coconut oil spray, and then I have avocado oil spray. I got this at Home Goods too. But I think this is in Whole Foods. I saw it in Whole Foods as well. But I buy mine at Home Goods. So I'm just going to spray this a little bit, just so the chicken will not stick. And again, I'm going to add a little bit of butter on top so that will melt and kind of help coat the chicken and prevent it from sticking as well. But I sprayed my my rack, and what I'm going to do is place them. I like to place them all in the same direction. So I'm going to place them all skin side up first. So I'll know when it's time for me to flip that I need to flip them skin side down. So yeah, we're going to get them all on this. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yes. Kind of leave space. Don't have them a little too crowded. But I don't have much wings here. Just a small container. So they should all fit on my rack here. See? Great. So we got 3 more. Look at this. We are all done and we're ready to start cleanup already. So now I am going to get my butter, as I told you. Put a little bit of butter on top to help it crisp up. You can add a half a teaspoon of baking powder. I don't remember what Jordan's recipe called or how much, but you can add baking soda. I will not. I'm just gonna add a little butter. So yes, I have my tongs as well. Yes, what these are Martha Stewart. I got these in Macy's. I got those in Macy's on sale. So this is our finished product. Well, this is what we're putting in the oven. It's not ready yet. So let me get some butter. So this is my favorite butter, Kerrygold butter. Let me see. Yeah, Kerrygold Irish butter. I buy, again, unsalted because I'm not a salt fan. So we're gonna cut a little bit of butter. Make sure there's nothing on my hands. I didn't touch the raw chicken, but just to be on the safe side. So I have a little cheese knife. I'm just gonna use this little cheese knife just to cut a little piece of butter. And what I'm gonna do is make like little squares, or I don't know, just get like a little piece. It's your food, so you can touch it, or you're cooking for your family. Get a little piece and put it on top of the chicken. Be careful not to touch the blade of the knife. So nice, yeah. Break it. I think last time when I made it, I had a butter spray. I don't have a butter spray this time, so I'm literally putting little dollops of butter. I just cut a little thin piece, and I'm putting little dollops on top of the chicken. This is going to help to make them nice and crispy. And I'm not sure if I feel like making a sauce yet, but we might do oh gosh, it's almost half an hour. You guys have been with me for a while. It's a long time. I guess it's taking me long because I'm talking and trying to demonstrate what I'm doing, but if you're in the kitchen doing this, you would just whip this up in no time and it will be done. Doesn't take long. So, butter doesn't want to stay, but you have to stay and not come with me. Okay, so that's it. Now we're at 390 now, so just wash my hands, use buttery fingers clean, and we're gonna pop this in the oven, and then I'm gonna wash my little dishes. Put the butter away. Okay, we have 5 more degrees. We're at 395. So soon it's gonna be party time. Thank you. Thanks, Nikki. So it's ready. So this is how they look before going in the oven with our little dollops of butter. And we're gonna pop them in. I'm putting it on the top shelf for, it's 8:21 now. I want to say it takes about 35 minutes. I like my wings well done and extra crispy. So I'm going to check it at about 8:30, 8:33. You know, give it a few, maybe 8:31. I'll give it 10 minutes. You know what? My mom always told me, once you smell it, it's almost done. So once I start to smell and you can hear it kind of like sizzling and popping, then I will turn them. I'll flip them on the other side. And then I'll let them sit on that side for a while before taking them out. But if they're not crispy enough, I'll leave them in until they're nice and crispy and well done. Like I like my stuff like almost dead. Like really, I don't like slimy wings. Some people like it like I just like it well done. That's what I'm trying to say. I like it super well done. So it's gonna be in there for about a half an hour to 35 minutes. So I like to clean as I go. I don't want to have a sink full of dishes when I'm finished cooking. So I'm gonna wash the little bit of utensils that we used while seasoning the meat. And just wait for the chicken to cook. No, I'm gonna make what am I gonna whip up for my son? Beef burritos. He wants beef burritos. So I guess we can chat. Need to get to know me some more while I make some beef burritos because we gotta wait for the chicken to finish cook. But that's pretty much it. You know what to do to make lemon pepper chicken my style, the way that I do it. Which again, I got the inspiration from Jordan Woods. I watched her YouTube video a few weeks ago, and I just decided to try it, and I added my own little twist, and I like it. And again, it's just a change from my usual jerk barbecue wings, because pretty much whenever I have wings, that's what I do with them, make jerk barbecue wings. So let us move on to something else. I was just supposed to make this, and I did well. 31 minutes and 8 seconds. But it has to cook. So we can chat some more. So talk to me, guys. What do you want to know? I think most of the people on here know a lot about me. But rinse, gotta rinse everything. Rinse. I'm gonna just get my frying pan, and we're gonna heat this up. I have an electric stove, which I don't like, but right, that's pretty much the market that we're in. So I got some lean ground beef from. I wish I could send it all the way to Jamaica, Nikki, but I can't. I think it's the FedEx driver. What is this I'm going to make? You want some too, Asia? I know your mom could whip this up right in your house. What is this? Oh, 96 and 4. I try to get 97 and 3 or as lean of beef as possible. So it's less fat. We're running away from the fat in this household. So I am going to, where did I buy this? Trader Joe's. Yeah, it says right here, Trader Joe's Butcher Shop. So we're going to open this. I don't know. I just washed this. Put this in the dishwasher. Take it out. I have to wash it again. I have to rinse it off. It's just a thing with me. I don't know. I have to rinse. So I'm going to open this. It does not smell the greatest. We're going to cook it and see. If while I'm cooking it, if it stinks, I know. Okay, leave this alone. We're not going to. I'm going to use some of these spices, so I'm not going to put those in the cupboard yet. I'm going to get my cutting board for vegetables, which I need to season. It's very, very ashy, but this is another Home Goods find. I love it. It's elevated, has 4 little feet, and I'm just going to dice up some onions. I don't think I have green peppers. Let's see. Oh, we have a huge red onion coming. Okay. I love to cook with red onions. So I'm gonna put some red onions in the ground beef. Clean the top and bottom. Dice it up. Normally I put onions, green peppers, and tomatoes in my ground beef. But I think I just have onions and tomatoes. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna add onions, and we're gonna dice some fresh tomatoes as a topping. And he'll have that. Literally just peeling off the skin of the onion. And I keep my onions in the fridge to prevent me from frying when I cut them. So this is our peeled red onion. Maybe I'll do a half of this because my son's not an onion lover, but we'll see what I feel like doing. Let me see if I can elevate this so you can see as I cook. Okay. Yes. You have to cut these up gently. So, I don't like that spot on that. We're just gonna do half. So I just follow the lines that are pretty much there. And I'm just gonna cut. Careful your fingers, this knife is sharp. And we're gonna dice this because we're gonna add it to the ground beef. You know, you can make burritos 100 different ways, however you like, but we're just whipping up something quick while the chicken cooks in the oven. And you cut it that way, and then you cut it this way, then you have nice little cubed onions. So keep cutting it, mince the whole thing. You see some chefs online just chopping away, and that's not me. I take my time. I'm a cook, you know. I like to cook sometimes. And I was in the mood to cook today, and my girlfriend, the producer, Miss Francine, said to me, "Oh, you need to cook." And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cook today on live for the first time. So, mincing up my red onion, and I'm gonna grab a tomato, even though that'll be for the topping. Oh, my pot is hot, so let's do that first, and then we'll come back to dicing more veggies. Get all of our onion off our knife and move on to the hot pot, because with this electric stove, it gets hot real quick. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of butter. You can use oil, but I'm going to use a little bit of my, let me move this up. Uh-oh. So you can see. Sounds like there's glass here. I don't know what it is. Gotta rinse. Cut a little bit of butter. Thank you. This is a Cusinart knife. Again, I think, no, this isn't Home Goods. I have seen it in Home Goods before though, but where did I get this? I don't remember. Maybe Ross. I think I got it in Ross. But yeah, it's a Cusinart knife. So I'm gonna cut a thin slice of butter, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Love this butter. Kerrygold butter, my favorite. I'm gonna add this to the pot. Ooh, the pot is hot. Okay, so I'm going to change my burner because the butter is just going to burn. And I don't really want burned butter in my food. So this burner is cooler, so I'm going to put it over here. So I'm going to drop. I'm not going to really be able to see this part good, but I'm going to get a better camera that I can angle it everywhere. But I'm pretty much just melting the butter a little bit. And because I didn't put it on that super hot burner, the butter did not burn. So now I'm going to dump my meat in this melted butter. And this is the only thing I don't wash is minced meat. But every other meat I wash. So just gonna get up under it and empty the whole thing in the pot. I don't want that red liquid in there. Okay. Just gonna let this brown up a little bit. And we're gonna season it in the pan. So, we can do some fresh garlic powder. We're adding fresh onions, so I don't need to add onion powder. Again, I put ginger in everything. I'm gonna put a little ginger a little bit of turmeric. And this is cooking slow because this burner is cold, so I'm going to switch it back to the hot one in a second. Let me go through my madness of spices here and see if I can find my secret ingredient. Yes. Now with this, you do not need to do much. I love this. I could do a commercial for this. This is Trader Joe's Taco Seasoning Mix. It is a product of South Africa, and it is full of spice and love, and it is so good. I think this is the best thing to put on your taco meat. So this has cumin, cayenne pepper, cane sugar, paprika, onion, garlic, black pepper, red bell pepper, oregano, chili pepper, and smoked paprika. It's so good. So this is pretty much the start of the show. It's really spicy. And again, my son likes spice, so he could deal with the whole packet. But I'm going to use maybe a third of this packet. It's almost full, so I might use half, maybe half. Let's switch burners, because this is not cooking. I like to hear it sizzling. This burner is hotter. Turn that one off. There you go. I'm hearing a little music going on here now. I need a meat chopper, because I hate to see like the long shreds of meat. So I'm going to use my spoon and break it up. But let me add the star of the show. Oh, it's 8:34. I'm starting to smell the wings, but not that much. So it's going to sit in the oven some more. Let's continue with the quick burrito mix. So again, it's spicy to me, so I'm going to squeeze up to where I want it to stop and just dump that onto the meat. Sprinkle it over the meat. Don't dump it. Sprinkle it. Sprinkle it evenly. This thing has so much flavor and spice, you don't really need much. I might add, no, I'm not going to add anything. I'm just going to add the minced onions. If I had bell peppers, I would add that too. But I'll put maybe half. Put maybe half of this in there. So I'm going to let that cook. And I don't have a clip. I don't have a clip for this. Let's see. I'll find a clip later. I like to keep it sealed tight or transfer it to a container, but I don't have a tight clip. So I'm gonna cook this meat. Still a little red. Can you see? Yes. Give it a little bit more fire. I like action, okay, it's sizzling, it's getting there. When this is pretty much almost browned, I'll add my diced onions, and then that's it. I have some, oh, they're breaking up on me. I have some Burritos. I buy these in the freezer aisle at Whole Foods. But yeah, I heat them up. You have to heat them up a little bit in the frying pan, 10 to 15 seconds per side. So I'll get another frying pan and I'll just heat this up. And then that'll be the little burrito wrap for him, as well as the toppings, and I'm done. That's the simplest Easter dinner ever. So I got another frying pan here. I'm gonna heat this up a little bit. Rinse him out. Put him on the stove and let him get a little bit hot. All right, now my meat's starting to bubble. Let's stir him up. Make sure we break him up really well. And now I think we can add our onions. I got a little scraper. Again, I rinse everything. I know, rinse, rinse, rinse. Just gonna scrape this up, and we're gonna chop and drop. Then let the onions cook, and once the onions become translucent and with the meat, that's it. We're done. Burrito meat is ready, and then I'll just heat up the wrap, and you have a meal. Oh, I'm gonna shred some cheese and dice some tomatoes, and I guess you could do sour cream or salsa on top. And there you go. We have a burrito. If you want to really get like Chipotle style, you can do some seasoned rice, some white rice or whatever, but I'm not making any rice. He didn't ask for rice, so he's getting what he asked for, just some beef burritos. We have been on live for a long time making this meal. 26 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Move this out the way. Got butter back in the fridge. Because we're not even gonna need butter for the wrapper. You just add a little heat and get the burrito in and out. Okay. So we have magic being made. Just like that, our ground beef is cooked. It's seasoned, and trust me, that taco meat from taco seasoning from Trader Joe's is flavorful. This is pretty much done. You can turn the fire down and let it sizzle for a little bit longer. But as soon as that pot is hot, I'm going to drop the burrito in there. So what can we work on now? Let's just dice up the tomato and start some cheese. So, okay. Oh my God, I hope I'm not showing y'all too much leg, because I'm always in the house like super comfortable. Yeah, that seasoning is amazing, and it's really cheap, friends. It's really, really cheap. So I get like 2 or 3 at a time when I go. I think 1 tomato will do, because I'm not eating this. Just one. I'm gonna eat the I'm just gonna have wings. Maybe I'll do a salad, but for now, I just want some lemon pepper wings. So we just rinse off our tomato. I cut off the little, the top and the bottom. I'm gonna dice this. I'm cutting in my hand, and I shouldn't, but I guess it's a Jamaican thing, and I'm Jamaican, so I cut in my hand, and I'm not supposed to. But I'm gonna cut on the cutting board, so no one attacks me for cutting in my hand. So just cut it on the board, and I'm just gonna dice this into little squares to be like a topper, like when you go to Chipotle and they do the little. I need to close my blinds. It's getting dark. It is dark, and my blinds are open. I don't like that. So, give me a second, guys. Close my blinds, and I'll come back to fixing this. Okay. So, our taco meat is pretty much done. I'm going to let it sit on the stove a little bit longer to get any juices out and just let it cook, because I don't drain it. It's not really that runny. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's cooked. But I'll just let it sit here and dry out a little bit longer while I prepare the toppings. Let me take a peek on the wings. They're a little brown. They're not ready to be turned over yet. We started at 821. We popped them in the oven at 821. It's been over 20 minutes. So maybe you should cook your wings, if you like it well done, for like 35 to 40 minutes, because we're like over 20 minutes in the process, and I'm not even ready to flip them yet. Maybe another 5 or 6 minutes before I'll flip them. So we'll continue our topping mixture. Not a mixture. We're just topping it with tomatoes and cheese. He's very simple. So let's see. We have some yellow cheddar. There's some extra sharp cheddar. This Tillamook. I got this at Whole Foods as well. Just gonna shred a little bit of this. And that'll go on top of the meat. Oh, this pot should be hot. Yes, it is hot, but I'm not ready yet. So I'm gonna shred this. And then I'll heat the burrito and start building a burrito for him. Or he could come out here and build it himself. And we'll get back to the wings. Flip them over, and I guess we could chat some more until it's done. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll definitely take it out and show you what it looks like. What do I need now? I need a shredder. Let's see where the shredder is. Oh no. I can't find my shredder. Oh, it's right here in my face. Right here in my face. Rinse, rinse. And we are going to just, let me cut a small piece of cheese so that I'll be in control of how much cheese goes in or on the toppings. This is a rather large block, and we're just going to shred some cheese. Right. This is my vegetable cutting board, so I only do like, onions, tomatoes. I'll shred my cheese, but no meat, no fish, none of that on this board. Just like, veggies. I use my jelly board to do like fish and meats. Then I use my wooden board for the non-meats and fish. Talk to me, guys. Y'all ask me anything. I'll answer anything instead of I'm just doing all the yapping. Oh, I think that's enough cheese. You know what? Yeah, that's enough cheese. We're only probably going to make like 2 or 3 burritos. We don't need any more cheese. So, I'm going to put this aside because you never know what'll happen. Okay, so meat's done. Oh, this is hot. Let's I got this grater at Home Goods. You know I'm a Home Goods lover. Yeah, it's a Home Goods. It was made in Italy. It's really cool. I've had this now for like over 3 years. As you know, I used to work there, and I had that since I started working there. So it's been a while. So with this buddy here now, what we're gonna do is just heat them up. Normally they're not broken. Oh, you know what? My child took them out the freezer and thawed them out. You don't need to thaw this bread out. Yes. This doesn't need to be thawed out. You can literally take this out of the freezer, pop it in your frying pan, heat it up for 10 to 15 seconds, and bam, you're ready to go. So that's why it's breaking up on me, because it's sort of thawed out. But it's okay. What do they say? It's all going in one place. So this is what I'm talking about. If they're rather big, they shouldn't be broken. So I'm just gonna drop them in the pot. Here, making a little sizzle. I'm just heating it up, just warming it up a little bit. This pan is too small, but it's okay. We're just gonna heat it up some. He might not eat this because it's broken, but it's all right. Let's see. I don't have another solution for taco wrap. Like if I had lettuce, I could do like a lettuce wrap for him, but I don't have any lettuce. Our next thing would be to make some rice and do like a burrito bowl, like they do in Chipotle. I'm not in the mood to make any rice, so we're gonna have to make this broken burrito work. But it's flavorful. They taste good. Tastes good. I'm not having that though. They even show you how to roll it. Look at that. I never even noticed that. You can fold it in half, tuck in the ends, and roll it and make your own little burrito. I don't do all of that. I guess it's more like a soft taco that we do here. It is hot in my kitchen. Woo! I'm hot. But yeah, let's check on the wings. And then we can pretty much wrap this up because I am done. And I thank everybody for joining the live and asking me questions while I cook. Let's move him over here. So let's check out these wings. This is pretty much hot. So what we're going to do is plate. I'm trying to rinse this plate because I don't want it but it's clean. See, it's spotless. Just take it off of the fire and put it on the plate. And then he can build and dress his burrito how he wants. This wasn't a burrito feature. I was just making that for my son really quick. But let's check out these wings. Let's see what these wings are looking like. See, let me show you. It's been over 20 minutes on 400 and it's still not brown enough. It's too white for me. But I'm going to flip them and let them cook. I don't know if you can hear the crispiness. It's a little crispy. The skin is a little crispy. But the longer it stays and the more the hot air circulates from, under the rack through the bottom, the crispier it'll get. So I'm going to flip them and pop them back in the oven. They need a lot more color and they need to be much more crispier. So we're like kind of just halfway through the process here. But it's okay. I got time. We're on lockdown. So I have time for it to do its thing and cook. I'm going to pop them back in the oven, but you pretty much get the gist of it. Just bake them, bake them, bake them, and let them get nice and colorful. Nice and brown, I like mine. Brown and very well done. So that's pretty much it for my Easter. Thank you, Asia. It's coming. You heard the crisp, yes. It's getting crunchy because of the heat. So I'm going to leave it there at the 400. Imagine if I did 350. We'll probably be here for an hour and a half trying to wait for it to be done. But yeah, that's my lemon pepper chicken. And I want everyone to have a happy Easter. I'm sure you guys don't want to just sit here and wait for the oven to keep going. I'm going to put up a picture of the finished product on my story. So, or maybe I'll add it to the thumbnail so you'll see, just how dark it is when I'm done. But I thank you guys for spending time with me on my first live ever on YouTube. And I will see you again. I'll try to do this more often. All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.